for more on the situation then on the ground in Lebanon, we're going to cross to Salah Hijazi, who is a reporter for the Lebanese paper L'Orient Le Jour. Hi, Salah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, Israel then issued, of course, more evacuation orders for nearly 24 villages, again, in southern Lebanon today. Now, this is obviously going to add to the 1.2 million people who are already displaced in Lebanon. Where are these people supposed to go, especially because I imagine that humanitarian organizations are probably caught off guard?
Indeed, the number of displaced people is way too big for a country like Lebanon to handle. Lebanon has been experiencing the worst economic crisis of its history for now 5 years. And as a result, many of the displaced people are sleeping on the streets, sleeping in their cars. Many have penetrated empty private properties and are now being evacuated by the security forces. And their massive presence in towns like Beirut, in cities like Beirut or Tripoli, has created some kind of tension between the locals and the displaced people. For example, there is massive competition on rent. We've experienced rent increasing 200, 300% as a result of this massive influx of people. There's also massive competition on public services. Even the streets are just filled with cars, and it's making it very, very difficult to just navigate the city, you know.
It's unimaginable, Salah. I want to talk about another angle. We know that Hezbollah fighters have, of course, been clashing with Israeli forces in some areas since this started. But what role is the Lebanese military or even the Lebanese government playing as fighting intensifies? I know the government has asked for a ceasefire, but what more is it doing to control the fighting that is on its own territory?
Regarding the Lebanese state, it has been a very weak and a very secondary actor in Lebanon for a very long time now. As a result, the Lebanese state is just playing a diplomatic role right now. It's serving as a mediator between the international community and Hezbollah in order to try and get a ceasefire in what looks like a role sharing that is agreed upon with Hezbollah. As for the Lebanese army, it does not have the equipment or it does not have a political decision that allows it to actively play a role in the conflict. And what it's doing right now is basically what it was always supposed to do, which is to try to keep some kind of stability. In Lebanon, it is, for example, playing an important role in the management of the displacement influxes. But unfortunately, many Lebanese soldiers have been killed in the war. Just yesterday, 3 of them were killed just when Israel hit positions of the Lebanese army in the south.
So, Salah, given what you say then there about the Lebanese government's response, have you seen or do you expect to see a shift in support in either way for Hezbollah as this offensive continues?
You know, actually, it's very interesting because there are 2 ongoing dynamics. On the one hand, many people in Lebanon are saying Hezbollah should not have started this war. Hezbollah should not have joined the unity of the fronts that Iran has been advocating for. They are accusing Hezbollah of surrendering our sovereignty to Iran, which has drawn a lot of criticism for Hezbollah, and even many Lebanese people are blaming Hezbollah for example, just being present in some towns and some areas. On the other hand, the massive Israeli strikes that are hitting public infrastructure, civilian infrastructure, that have killed, I think, 2,000 people in a very short span of time, has also drawn a lot of criticism to Israel and has made people feel like Hezbollah could be the one defending them. You know, even the fact that there's an ongoing ground operation in the south, and the video that was released a few days ago of Israeli soldiers raising their flag above the town of Maroun al-Ras in South Lebanon has made a lot of people angry, and which has paradoxically increased support for Hezbollah. So we have these 2 dynamics going on. I really don't know which dynamic will prevail.
Indeed, only time will tell. Salah Hijazi, that's all we have time for, but thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. Thank you.